Okay, Dream Angel, page 126. Another custom was all, though the police were off duty, we continued to talk and share ideas amongst each other in the room. To loosen up the brain cells, we all drank beer except me. Someone had to keep their head in case we had a breakthrough. When we went to the victim's home, Ross, the fingerprint expert, discovered latent fingerprints on a 5-gallon steel keg, not belonging to the victim, on which she said the rapist sat. He also found similar fingerprints on the toilet door, laundry door, and victim's bedroom door. Fingerprints were found on the window sill outside the victim's bedroom. Unfortunately, these fingerprints found on the windowsill were unable to be identified due to the night air and the age of the prints. He found clear, latent fingerprints in other areas. Cats' feces were on the laundry floor. Graham took samples from the floor and photographed the area. Human footprints clearly led from the hallway to outside the house, which showed the rapist left the house by the laundry door. He examined the sheets taken from the victim's bed and found pubic hair. Whether they belonged to the victim or the rapist would need to be further examined when the rapist was captured. Couldn't find any evidence of spermatosis. Are you there, Tex? He yelled. Yeah, I'm coming. What's up? I think this fella is a dry blower. I can't find any sign of sperm at zone. As the night progressed and talk became slurred and hard to understand, Ross blurted out, "We'll get this fella, Tex. I'll have him walk through walls after I'm finished with him. He won't get away with this." He placed his stubby of beer on the table and spread flat on the bed, almost snoring immediately. We'd had a rough day. Is it any wonder, after a police officer retires at the ripe age of 55 years old or older, they only live for a couple of years? I'd seen many old comrades taken so regularly shortly after they retired. Dedication to the job played a huge part in their role of police officer. I looked across to the leader lying on his bed with his head firmly against the pillow. In his right hand he held a stubby of beer, quietly sipping it as it trickled into his mouth. He was a sight for sore eyes because he didn't spill a drop as it slowly trickled into his mouth at the same time he snored. It was a sight I will never witness again in my lifetime. Early next morning there was a breakthrough. The rapist was in police custody. After he left town, he was on his way home to New South Wales when his truck broke down. Local police received the All Points bulletin and arrested him. As the news of his capture came through, the local sergeant, who was not known for ever getting excited about anything, suddenly hugged me and said, "You bloody beauty, we've got him." When a suspect has been arrested by the police in another state, police officers travel to where the suspect is being held and request for extradition to have the suspect remanded into their custody to be returned to the place where the offence was committed. We drove to Raymond Terrace in New South Wales where the suspect was held. In the extradition procedure, I gave evidence under oath and told the court about the victim's complaint. He was placed into my custody to be returned to the place where he committed the offence. We had been on the road for about a couple of days and were weary and tired, but totally relieved to finally have the rapist in custody. Unbeknown to us, our prey was as cunning as a fox. His parents were wealthy, and when he appeared in Brisbane court for a remand date for the hearing, he was remanded into the custody of his parents, who placed a large amount of money for bail.